Aight. What's up, everybody? And the head miner Dave is also here already. How are we all doing? It's pretty late, but we're gonna check in, you know? We're not gonna cancel our weekly appointment, you know? Gonna keep going. Do our own thing. I hope you all had a good start of the week, and we're gonna see how we did last week, you know? Because it was not the greatest week. Damn, who thought of that one? Imagine bench not having the best productive week. It's pretty common nowadays. But we'll see how we did. Let's first do first things, you know. Let's start with some looking at the week. What we do, what we did not do. What went good, what went bad. I think we're almost there, you know, for the year. What are we? Week 50. Oh, still 2 weeks. Oh shit. 2 weeks to prove myself. Alright, let's see what we did, right? Ganja, let's see, 1.54. We didn't smoke it all, but we smoked this all. No, we also didn't smoke that all, so I would say that would come about 3 grams. So we actually got on target because, you know, when you go out, you smoke a little bit more. But that's no excuse, of course. Sport, we did 1.5 hours. It's not been the best lately. Productive, actually 0 days that we woke up on time. So imagine, oh shit, man. What's happening? 0 days that we woke up on time, and we only meditated 2 times. So overall, I would definitely say this would be red for health this week. It's not the worst. I think last weeks have all been a little bit less productive health-wise, we would say, and also in projects and hobby-wise. Sensor, for example, we didn't do anything this week, so I would say it's also a red one for this week. I think we're a little bit on the crossroads between what we want to do with this company or this startup and what we can actually achieve. So not the greatest progress. At least we have some good things going on this week. Check-in Monday, stream Jonko Friday we did. We did our financials this month. And we are not probably doing a random stream this month, so we're just gonna leave it blank. But for now, this means that it's definitely a good week on that front. We watched some fresh content and we networked there, and we're gonna also do some Reddit, so that's also a green one that we can give. Miscellaneous. We did adhere to spending, trading, investing. We hanged out with friends. I didn't think I saw so much family this week. That's fine. And we did not read any book as well this week. So, or once more, I think this has also been pretty, pretty mid. I just saw the word and it was actually describing my feelings. So pretty mid-week, I would say. That's fine. We didn't start working on the 4.1, so that's also not a good one. So overall, this can get close to 3 red, 1 orange, 2 green. I feel like that's the same for this week, no? 3 red, 2 green, 1 orange. And what was the other one? Yeah, it's the same. Alright, I think we have to make this one red and definitely not the best week. Didn't really do too much, I would say. Didn't really put too much effort into this week. Just did a little bit of everything. Mostly gaming, low-key gaming arc, and also some little things in the house. We actually got a new bookcast. How do you say it again? So we're getting a little bit better now. Oh. Wait. So now we have the good Schelpe collection, and then the good old animal collection, you know? We got it installeerd, and then we cleaned a little bit this corner, so now we actually have a pretty decent looking room, if you ask me, you know? Yeah, low-key gaming arc actually. Gaming arc in disguise. But yeah, the room is looking pretty bright. We actually got 2 closets. How was a Pizza Hut shift? Hey man, it's a long night. You know, we gotta work in those hours. Kitty, not too bitchy. No. We're chilling today. Last week's actually, last month. I think we've been chilling for like 2 or 3 months already. I ain't complaining. Soon there will probably come some new wind, but we'll see about that. We have the junior minor Mave checking in. Well, nice to see you guys. Hey, welcome to the check-in. Hope you all had a good week, are doing great things, and let's get it for next week. You know, 2 more weeks until the end of the year. Now or never to make things come true, the dreams come true. So we're actually low-key on a gaming arc. We're still not committing to it. Didn't do too much this weekend. Went out partying on Friday to Garage Club with them boys. Afterwards, or what day? Saturday to recover, and Sunday we went shopping to get some stuff. Overall, I would say not too bad mentally wise, so I'll give that green, but didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing for this one, so definitely red. Overall, definitely not the best week. That's fine. We can't complain, you know. We can't always get them, what they say. So we're just gonna repeat last week's until the end of the year. We're just counting the clock a little bit, to be honest, but not too bad for me, I would say. I'm not too eager to prove myself that I can do more on these last weeks, you know. Just chilling, smoking a little bit, gaming a little bit. And that's all fine, you know. That's why we have different arcs in life. So that we can do different things that we enjoy. And we don't always get stuck on the same things. But I do have to get a little bit more back into the groove. Not sure if that's something for 2025, you know. New badge, new me. I miss the old badge, I hear everybody, but you know, time keeps ticking. We keeping going forward, you know. I mean, my unemployment arc. It's true. We all have different arcs going on, you know. And the funny thing is, we learn a lot of it. We learn a lot in these different arcs about what we actually care about. What arc are you in, Headminer Dave? Tell us. enlighten us with some good news. What we're doing over here. David also in the unemployment arc or what? Head miner Dave. That's fine, brothers. We'll find it. I'm in the gig season. It's over, so I keep myself busy. Basically, the low-key gaming arc too. I didn't mean it like that. Let's do some other things, you know. Let's do some Reddit, and then we can forget our own problems, you know. Just focus. We all gaming low-key. That's true. We all out there. Good, my man. Just checking in with myself again. I'm doing some Reddit to see what's up in the world. We've been doing. Okay, I think last week we didn't make so much great posts, I would say, or comments. I don't think many people appreciated my comments, but that's fine, you know. It doesn't always have to be on point. Sometimes it can be just some bullshit, you know. Some bullshit and partying, some bullshit. Oh hell yeah, let's get some music in. I'm gonna get some musica. Hey, Mount Joy. Die gaat wel hard. He goes hard. Okay, should I go? Let's see some Redditors, eh? This is okay, Armadillo, you in the subreddit. Should I go? I've been thinking so much about this and can't seem to find satisfactory solution. Also, English is not my first language, but this is an awkward situation for me, so please bear with me. 30-year-old female was molested. Wait, this music is a little bit too hard. Goes a little bit too hard. 30-year-old female molested by cousin who is 6 years older than me when I was 5. He threatened me to not say anything, and I did not for several reasons until a few years later when I talked to my mom. She was sort of dismissive and honestly just don't remember anything else. I guess I blocked the situation for many years as a coping mechanism. I remember changing my entire person and always feeling weird and alert. I started drinking at 13, didn't stop until I was 24. These past years I've been maintaining healthy habits like I've ran marathons and don't even struggle with alcohol. Also, I get super along with my parents and siblings. I've been happily married for 3 years and everything feels like it could be better. Honestly, I feel super blessed. Alright, sounds good. But yeah, there's a bit more to it. So during college, I was art at the party by a classmate. And that made me remember my childhood incident. I told my parents about my childhood trauma, not the recent one because it felt too raw, and I got dismissed again. My mom told me that I was strong enough to keep everything normal, so I toughened up. My dealing mechanism has been avoid from family reunions with that cousin. When I just simply can't, I ignore him. Okay, here's my difficult situation. In 5 days as a family reunion at my sister's house and I was going. It's going to be super weird if I just don't show up, especially since nobody knows this happened and it's my sister who happens to be my neighbor. And I can... Why is there so many weird turns in the story? But I can't seem to find peace with this scenario. I'm dreading it. I'm feeling nauseous and I just don't know if I'm overthinking or overreacting. Should I go and just ignore him? I'm not even participating at the group. I don't want to read anything that he says. I already feel stupid about any news. Probably wouldn't go in your... And again, I have no idea how to do. Just wanna say how far, wanna acknowledge how far you've already come and that you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Best of luck with your decision. Make it for yourself. Branch. Alright. Not sure what I can say to this girl, but probably should be a little bit positive. That's what we're going for. A little bit more positivity today, you know? It's been too much memeing lately. Let's get some good positive vibes in. At Reddit at least. If only I don't want to answer that. Dating life is non-existent. Tell me how bad it is with me. Okay, looks desperate. 25 female, male, Europe. Nobody have to talk with, so thank you for reading. English not native. Always been quite shy, very respectful, I would say, mainly around those who I liked. My teenage years I spent playing games on my PC, despite my classmates inviting me to various parties and social events. I don't drink much, occasionally drugs, so I rather stayed at home. This haven't changed, and then it's still the same. I don't really go out, only some concerts. This year it was 2. I do my thing and leave. Not any intention in meeting somebody. Hell, I don't even know what to speak about with strangers I meet, even though I'm always very polite. Okay. A little bit of a drone behavior. This resulted in me having only one relationship, 1.5 years long. I met her through a PC game and luck happened. Unfortunately, this relationship ended 5 years ago. Since then, nothing. I'm not really into this one. I'm not really into this one-night stands and friends with benefit things. I'm a hopeless romantic, but my loneliness got me last year when I met this girl on the app and slept with her a few times. Then she left to another country, so nothing more happened. But in the end, I found out she wasn't who I thought that she is, and it's better like this, even though I was crushed. Okay, pretty classic gamer. Past 2 years, it's just a loophole for me. Past 2 years is just a loophole. What does that mean? Working, I guess it just means a loop. Working 60 hours a week. Fellow Americans, I know those are rookie numbers. Abroad from my home country, very good money, but my life is just work. Only Sundays free, and I mostly sleep and watch something on phone or laptop. I'm just wondering if guys who are better looking have more hobbies and are more social can't find a girlfriend today. How am I supposed to find one even if I'm dying to find one? I have dating apps and can get a like or two sometimes, but when I match and send a message first, get maybe 2-3 messages and nothing. I don't know if I'm ugly, who am I to tell? My situation's not the worst. I think I'm slim, I have a stable job with good money, but don't show off, have a car, no cigarettes, blah blah blah. I like electronic music, dogs, and animals in general. Work around the house. I live with my parents. So much I get into when I'm working abroad. Video games and some hike here and there, but I don't really have any hobby I'm passionate about or active hobby in general. I definitely wouldn't mind going out more with my more with my person. It's not like I want to sit in silence at home playing games all day long. Just don't enjoy doing by myself and myself. Doing by me and myself. Hikes and trips also, but sometimes I just go. Just give me some insight, please. I already know having no hobbies and maybe a trio or 3 friends which I don't even meet or text almost nothing. Which is probably a red flag for many women, but I'm just curious about your opinion and advice as I don't want to end up alone with my life. Thank you for your answers. Off the top, I would say you have good awareness of your own personality and characteristics. It does feel a little bit like you seem on paper like someone fun Someone nice. I assume this never really shines through too hard for other people. I would suggest just doing more things. More going out, more hikes, more visiting animal shelters. Whatever gets you out of the house and make it like a game. And perhaps you can make a game of it. See how far you can get initiating a talk with a stranger or if you can get someone's number. Instagram. Take the ego aspect out and start playing the numbers. Easy to say for me, but I guess I would try that in your situation. Best of luck. Bench. All right. This is Route 8 in the Self subreddit. Is there such a thing as gaming addiction? I wanted to stop gaming for a while, but I now feel very empty and something is lacking. I don't know if it's normal. You just described. Alright, that was easy. Spiritual hour 7460. Oh, that's probably from 2001 and has made one post so far. Mega Salamans on me, need help. Okay, I guess he's a Pokemon goer. As ChatGPT, but mostly influenced Gen by social media. It's fine, don't care too much about that. First few days of quitting. Mega Salamans on me. Make a recording of yourself sleeping and listen to your breathing. If you ever need to pretend you're asleep, you'll know how to breathe to fool whoever. Hey? Okay. Is it worth to text a girl on Instagram you sometimes talk to in class? Oh, That's a risky one. I'm an autistic teen who had a hard time connecting to new people. There's a girl in my class that I sometimes talk to, but not much. I'd consider her currently an acquaintance rather than a friend, but I want to try to make her a friend. I just don't know how. We follow each other on Instagram. I see her in the hallways, but she usually with her female friends or male friends, which makes me even more scared to talk to her. I want to text her on Instagram, but the thing is, I don't know if she'll respond back to me, or even worse, she might leave me unseen. And I want to risk getting left unseen, and then when I see her in class the next day, it's just awkward as fuck. I like that. It would be... If you live your life not doing things because of bad things that might happen, if she doesn't answer you, she can still talk on that. What would I do? If I liked a girl, she was maybe popular. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have the balls to go near her. Let's think about a scenario where I would have the balls. Okay, let's say we have a pretty girl. She knows I'm there, but she doesn't really talk with me. Would I send her first on Instagram? Perhaps can find some interesting story or post she made and talk, initiate and talk about that. At least that is what I would try to do in your situation. But don't go too far. It's gone. The JMM. Oh, it's gone. It's okay. Don't all have to be head miners, you know? Some of us are just seasonal workers out there. And some of us are digging through every concrete block that we see. We get them all them juice, all the mining XP. I'm a bad and selfish and ungrateful. I deserve to die. Okay. The elusive JMM. A must-eve Cheney. He's a contact. I'm an ungrateful waste of life. I deserve to suffer. I punch myself in the head every morning until I get a bad headache because I need to suffer. I don't interact with others anymore. No friends or family or dating because I'm bad. I'm trying to starve and eat not for pleasure but to fuel myself because I don't deserve good foods. I'm trying to hurt myself so that I'm less bad, and I'm proud of myself as I've lost weight from 105 pounds to 86 pounds. I'm 5'3". This is fine. Cap. Hard cap for yourself. I need to suffer and punish myself for how bad I am. I was so bad as a child that I had to punish myself by hitting myself in the head with hammers. My parents were proud and told me to hit. Oh shit, yo. Jesus. I would agree with no principle. 7286. Let's skip this one. Not the one that really wants to change, I guess. Anyone else resents that you always have to be on the actively listening and taking interest in others to have conversations. Years ago, I realized I monopolized conversations too much by talking about myself and my interests, and that nobody liked talking to me because of this. So I looked into active listening and worked at making people more willing to engage with me, but it seemed to be the only one who has to do it to make friends. I see people who talk exclusively about themselves and their problems still be valued members of communities. I'm in and get constant outpourings of sympathy and support when they complain about minor inconveniences, like missing a train or whatever, while I start getting ignored the moment I throw in my own conversational topic or say something about my day instead of just asking people questions and following up on what they've said. It makes me feel like there's something fundamentally wrong with me. Why can I only be tolerated when I'm supporting and uplifting others? Why do other people get to be liked even when they're being selfish or downright rude? Why am I the only one who has to follow how to be a good conversational partner, guides really just to get anyone? I simply will not engage someone if they are not listening actively, curious, give one vulnerability. Might be an environment problem, or you have nothing of value to say for them, which comes back to environment. Guess might help to start engaging with different groups and see if the same thing happens. So might indicate some deeper issue. Alright, this is Gary Expensive in the social skills subreddit. Feeling tempted to smoke today, please give me reasons not to. There are very little reasons not to. High blood pressure can be a side effect. How is it possible to gain self-esteem and like yourself? 26, never liked myself ever. I've realized this. I've always been extremely critical and even hated myself at times. I've had to be hospitalized for depression before, seen close to 10 therapists on and off. I'm on an SSRI. What the hell is that? So, okay. Serotonin uptake inhibitor. I'm trying to go back to college or finish my degree. I just see the bad. I just see that I'm fat, have no social skills, bad teeth, have no degree in a restaurant job, broke SF with bad credit and a lot of debt. I'm almost 30 and have worse finances than when I was 19. How is that possible? Yeah. I don't know if you have somebody else to tell you why that is. I think you kind of have little awareness of what you do. I feel like my entire life is a failure despite years of therapy addressing this exact issue. I still have no self-esteem, no confidence, and no social skills. One thing is to do things you're proud of, overwrite negative emotion. No, it's not easy when you're broke, but at least try, even if it's just cleaning your dishes sometimes. Start with affirmations for yourself, repeat in your head positive things. Gain esteem by taking action to improve the areas you'll feel needs improvement. So, brush and floss, use whitening strips, get dental treatment, apply for skin. Oh. Good answer. Let's hope it's not just a complaint. I have to be nicer. I like your answer. Let's hope. Action above thoughts. Actions above thinking. Okay, let's do it a little passive aggressive. Doesn't matter 1237 in the self subreddit. Day 93, okay, I'm curious. What's up? Day 93 and I'm still craving the ganja. Last night I had a dream about a zip of Girl Scout cookies, lol. What's a zip? Zip of weed. 1 ounce, okay. Shit's crazy, man. Smelled potent in my dream. Gotta stay strong as a truck driver. I can get hit with a random at any time. Even though I pass over 10 random tests with synthetic, I believe they will catch on at some point. Yep. Used for about 2 years straight, quit cold turkey, it feels like I have the flu, awful. Okay. Life pro tip, introducing natural object mnemonic and technique to help you remember names, dates and everything. This is a new technique for remembering words or dates or something you want to remember. It combines 2 known techniques, dynamic observation and associative linking, to create a technique named temporal object mnemonic. Mnemonic. How do you say that? Mnemonic. Damn, strange word. What did it actually mean? I didn't look. Mnemonic. Relating to assisting or intended to assist the memory. Okay, very specific. It's a technique different from others because it doesn't use a fixed state, it uses change in states to create memories. That would be nice. Like, change of states is way more impactful for memory than anything else, so I like that. I'm going to explain how it works in an example. You're sitting down at your desk and you want to remember what the name of the restaurant your girlfriend always wanted to go is. But you always forget. You have work and after you finish your job you want to call them. You look at the pencil on the table and you begin focusing on how pointy it is. How much of the eraser is used, in what position is it, what scratches or notable things are in it. All the time remembering the restaurant name. Like an eraser, half of its size. It's more used in the left corner, restaurant. Then you continue your day, but when it's time to remember, you look at the pencil again and start over. It's been used less pointy. Its eraser is the same. Its position moved more to the left. And if it's still the same, you just look again at all elements and try to see some new things. Until finally you remember. Yeah, I skipped it too fast, the translation. Thanks, Headminer Day, for your careful attention. My issue is that I never know what information I'm gonna need to remember until I have already... true. How many pencils must one ponder? So yeah, I guess this relates a little bit, but not really to what I usually do, and that's put objects in random places, and then I'll remember, okay, I have to do something, and then usually I come to it. That's why changing of states is way more memorable than actual normal normal conditions. Let's say you move a cushion in the middle of the floor, it will trigger your alarm or your idea of what you have to think about way easier than if everything looks normal. But yeah, it feels very obvious to me, but I guess not everybody uses such tricks. Best places to practice social skills, where are they? What to get for Christmas for very first boyfriend. Just, yeah. The hottest goofball. Story of their first Christmas. Damn. Is it a important moment? It's gonna be my first Christmas too with Zoe. Shit, maybe I'm underestimating the importance of it. But yeah, we lived together already, but not really done it with two of us. Just the two of us. We came back every day. Let's see, yeah? Let's do a few more posts, and then we're gonna do the low-key gaming arc. How do I keep going through tasks I tended to do, but my brain body something is telling me to stop doing? Good question, my fellow Redditor. Hello Reddit. Whenever I start a task, I feel fine. Nothing out of the ordinary, just normal. As I continue the task, I start to feel a mounting sense of dread, tiredness, or whatever. I don't know how to describe it. It makes me feel like something's stopping entirely, even when I don't want to stop. What is this feeling, and how can I push through or get rid of this feeling inside? That you are doing things you don't want to do. Terry Doomer built in the productivity subreddit. Hey, it's that easy, you just don't want to do it. Why you do things you don't want to do? I don't get that. Honestly, I don't get that, why people keep not me, but keep up with that bullshit for themselves. But yes, I guess people are different, luckily. What deadly sin do you associate yourself with the most? The title, it feels like an interesting icebreaker question. Me personally, I'm envy 100%. Gluttony, lust, sloth. Definitely sloth. I guess sloth for me too. If I didn't have to earn money, I probably would do a lot less productive shit in my life. Then gaming arc would be the high point of the week. Transform your workplace and redefine success. Nope, thank you. I'm too much of a nice guy and people continuously walk over me. How can I be more assertive and mentally tough? Over the past 2 years, I've really started to understand myself a lot more. I used to think I was just a kind and selfless person, but the truth is I'm a weak-minded individual. I hate conflict, I hate getting in arguments. I have very little emotional mental toughness, and as a result, people constantly walk over me. How can I become more mentally resilient and disagreeable? People have really caught on to my weakness and are walking over me like never before. It's created a very toxic environment at my job, as I just can't seem to stand up for myself and enforce consistent boundaries. Tired of people taking me as a joke and thinking they can just disrespect me. And super uncomfortable. It's kind of a snowball effect where it gets easier and easier to do after this time. But to what? Learn to say no. Or just fighting people on the spot. I would start by calling out what something is. Stop justifying it in your head and try to be as objective. How do you say it? Try to be as objective. Do you say it like that? Objective as possible? Doesn't mean you instantly have to fix it all and respond to everything. Let's stop putting yourself down and start standing firm. Even if you are not correcting the behavior represent initially, you must not justify it for yourself. Doing that, keep on doing it, and ready call someone out for the injustice. Perhaps start voice to bother sometimes. Don't do it all at once and build momentum. Bench. Self-mastery in a self-improvement subreddit. Give me a sec, look back, I'll be right back. Alright, let's do a few more of them and then we'll call it a night, you know. Let's see, I thought, yeah. Balance, whatever. Smaller steps. Do it. Oh. No better moment in the present to work on these things. Define a few concrete things you would like to achieve and see how you can break it up in smaller steps, like striking a conversation with a random person once every blah 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 or something like that. You can do it. Alright. My routine with my most productive self. Okay. Late 20s. I mean, my late 20s professional. What does that mean? And I've tried many different routines to get the most of my time and learn through trial and error what works for me and what doesn't work. I found that having a routine, like having a clean, organized living or working space, gives me room to think about these important things and not stress about what I should do or shouldn't be doing. I used to think I was a night owl, and I realized I'm not really productive at night. I'm just staying up, scrolling, watching stuff, etc. So I try to wake up earlier because I'm more likely to do things that make me long-term happy, like exercise, getting sunlight. At night I let myself vibe more, but I try to time box things and get to bed at a reasonable time. Disclaimer, this may work for me, but does not mean it will work for anyone else. Just sharing in case it helps someone. I don't have kids. If you do, I don't know how much of this applies. Disclaimer 2, there are times you throw all routines out the window. This doesn't apply. True. I do not have ADHD, so if you have no idea if these will help, and will recommend talking to a professional. Good disclaimers at least. Give yourself grace. The fact that I or you are in this probably means you're focused on improving. That's a good sign in its own. And like anything, productivity is a skill that improves, gets easier over time. True. General routine. Time changes based on what's going on in work or life, but this high level routine is helpful. 6:45, wake up, workout, get dressed. 8:15, breakfast, commute. 9, start work. 11 till 3 p.m. meetings. 3 till 6, work. 6, commute and dinner. 7, evening activities, catch up on work, wind down, chat with friends. How I structure my day. Morning, 6 a.m. I have experienced burnout but I'm a workout first thing type person. After starting my day with a sweat or even a walk, I find I'm happier. Yeah, true. Just very difficult when it's dark, you know. I used to do this when it was like lights out or like light at an early hour already, and then I had to go to work. But since last year or two, I think this definitely went on a lower, op een lager pitch. I don't know how to say it in English. And overall, I'm more prepared to deal with any bullshit that may come my way. LOL. If I'm feeling groggy, immediately doing a 1 to 2 minute stretch and opening the blinds helps as well. For people that don't work out as much, I'd suggest walking meditation. Okay, good guy. Try not to look at my phone in the first hours of the day. It's like scrolling the dice with anxiety and emotions before I even had time to prepare myself for the day. I try to only look at messages, social media, emails, etc. when I'm done with my workout, usually during my commute. Caffeine and high protein breakfast as a first meal of the day. That's nice. If I'm working from home, I try to take a morning walk around the block just to get some fresh air or touch some grass before starting my day. I try to reserve the first 60-90 minutes of my work day for the most important task of work that day. My brain is usually most open to hard problems, and I haven't gotten caught up on the days. Okay, seems fair. Afternoons. Try to be lighter on the carbs at lunch so I don't give myself the itis. If I'm feeling drowsy, I'll have a green tea for a pick me up. I'm most productive in the morning, so I try to schedule most meetings, collaborative sessions, etc. for the afternoons. The afternoons are most likely to be determined by what's going on in life or at work. Okay. Evenings. I have some activity, event for work or hanging out with friends, I'll do that. Otherwise, I try to catch up on work, reading, studying, etc. Write out the plan for the following day. Either a stricter schedule or just more important things to get done. I always try and write something, even if it's just spent with time with friends and family, because I'm on vacation. When I'm busy, it helps me focus. When I'm initially trying to take it easy, it helps me relax. If I'm feeling anxious, I'll usually journal or hang out with a friend. Whenever I speak or write out my problems, they feel a lot less serious than when they're stuck in my head. Try my hardest to be in bed by 11:30. Super mixed results since I'm a night owl by nature. My phone goes in another room when I'm asleep. I use my alarm clock. Unless I really have to, I try not to compromise on getting at least 7 hours of sleep. Personally, consistently getting less than 7 hours per night leads to being unproductive with waking hours and eventually causes me to crash for 3+ days at a time. Tips, tricks to get most out of my time. I use an app to block apps that I know lead to distraction or cheap dopamine. I'm not super strict, but I find it's good forcing function and blocks notifications that lead me to wasting time while keeping the important ones. Whereas do not disturb setting blocks everything. I use Pomodoros for everything. What is that? Deep work, time block task, and just Pomodoros. Time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo. It uses a kitchen timer to break work into intervals, typically 25 minutes in length. Oh, hell no. I do things 2-3 hours at a time. 25-minute intervals, 5-minute breaks, 50-minute long breaks. Having a scheduled time to give my brain cheap dopamine, checks notifications, stretch, use a restroom, etc. helps me keep me on track and not let any time-wasting activities snowball. It helps me be accountable because my completed Pomodoro time at the end of the day is a relatively objective metric to let me know how well I did. Okay. I listen to more ambient music, or at least music with minimal words, usually upbeat stuff, house, piano, jazz, because I get distracted listening to music with words. Also, I go for longer playlist mixes, so I don't have to worry about changing tracks, skipping songs. So usually I'll listen to longer mixes, 2 hour plus. Happy to share mixes if I use tech apps to stay on top of my reading list. It's helpful for staying. I'm curious about what routines, systems have others, and would love to learn a little bit from all. My schedule adapts to what I'm trying to prioritize. For 6 months, I wanted to just lose a meaningful amount of weight. So first thing every day was to work out. Everything initial goal, I'm just maintaining being healthy. So I don't care when I work out as long as it's for daily. When I've been failing at recently, it's putting time into learning a certain skill set. So I'm getting serious about it and moving it up on the day. The morning after quarantine, it's optimal time for me to learn new things. Plus moving up helps me sure get things done, no matter what else pops in the midday. I think my optimal schedule is to learn stuff in the morning and then later in the day when my brain is tired to do the workouts. As far as tricks, the hardest part of doing something new is just starting. The hardest part of working out each and every time was just starting the workout. And the hardest part of learning something new is just starting the session. So I'm doing whatever I can to reduce the friction of starting the learning session, which is mainly just saying not to a bunch of competing alternative things which are just one click away. B, I'm just trying to improve my focus. It's just like working out for an hour. I try to learn interrupted for an hour and just set time on my phone. And every time my brain tries to lie to me, just go check or do something else for a few seconds. I check the timer to see how many minutes I made it before my brain tried to take and sabotage me. And then once the timer comes out, it's kind of hard to be saying like, oh, I have this good routine because I've been failing a little bit. Failing. Lower pitcher lately, as we've seen, like we had a red week. So not sure if how I'm gonna respond on this one. I focus more on weekly routines, try to check in with myself each Monday, evaluate what went well and less well in the past week. I find some potential goals for the coming week, and see and sit and think about how I felt about it all. Writing this down in an Excel and using colors helps me visualize the good weeks versus the more difficult difficult things. Now, forming really underperforming a little bit for my own standard, so I'm thinking more deeply about bigger goals and see if I can get that direction more clear for myself. I like to have more sporadic days. I don't like fixed blocks. To define a few goals each week. Sport X hours. Meditate X amounts. Up on time X times. And plan them accordingly depending on how the week is going. Definitely is not the best method, works for me so far. Of trial and error, and searching for new methods or activities. I like to stranded now on the idea defining my optimum between having fun and being productive, and imagine this as an extreme mathematical can never seem to reach, can get close to, and staying motivated in by not being discouraged when I don't reach my weekly. If something keeps consistently be performing or not working. Think about what I can change and gradually improvements and tricks. Productivity and fun are not opposites. There is an optimum. There is an optimum for both. Keep trying out new things and see and honestly evaluate what works and doesn't work for you. Next, momentum is key when trying to achieve bigger goals. Start small and do the behavior and output. Tricks. Visualization and keeping track of your mental thoughts of doing this helps give insight into the person you are. Abuse whatever works for you. Abuse maybe is the to finish it up. Alright. It depends on what else is going on. Snowball effect is a real thing. Which can go both ways. Don't beat yourself up if you're not doing it all. Be happy with what you are achieving and look for better options to get where you would like to be. Whatever, not gonna unable to. Oh my god, zeg niet dat die scheisse post is down gehaald. Why? Scheiße, man. Okay, let's comment on the last one, and then I think we're done for the night. See, yes, but you have to know, the issue is that I can't really get through it to do better for my life, and I need advice on how to get through it. That's what I'm asking. Well, to be honest, I never really felt that way. Some things are not fully like to do at that moment, as they are necessary to keep doing. It helps me power through them. I also would optimize them wherever possible. What you nooit is doen dat je kut vindt. Oh well, you can do things you don't like, but I think it's more important to understand why you're doing them and not just blindly do them without thinking about, like, I understand that people have a job sometimes and they have to power through to provide for your family, but I think those people would also have to power through them if they didn't have a family, you know? I think people are just sometimes too scared or too lazy to change, and that includes myself. I'm not like judging anybody, but I think we all like to point towards things that are not going well in our lives, and we don't really take any action in those areas. And that's fine, but we don't have to kid ourselves. We don't have to be blind about that, you know? It can be that you actively ignore certain things, but at least you're aware of them, and that's somewhat better, I would say. Not the best, but I think a lot of people just keep things purposely away from them. Like, I would like to change my job, but never actually think about quitting. Like, I could say the same thing, but I actually understand how lucky I am with my job, the privileges I have, the comfort I have, and that outweighs for me the bad things about the job that I have to do, or the non-productive feeling that I get. So it's just a balance. If you can have more fun and are more excited about the fun things you can do by powering through the bad things, I think that's good. But once you start focusing more on the bad things and you just keep getting back to the same thing, like, oh, I don't like my job, yeah, it's just time to change your job, you know. It's not like there is nothing out there for you. And if so, maybe there is not the same pay grade or something, but then you have to accept that you have to get a lower pay grade. So I think we usually just keep ourselves in a certain box, but whatever. It's a little bit too deep for this for this post. Some things are not fully what I would like to do at that moment, but I do realize they're necessary to keep doing the fun stuff. The moment you start or testing more mental capacity and penis into the you should do the moment you should start to think you can do. I know I am oversimplifying it over here, but like, what do you expect on Reddit, you know? I'm not a therapist. But yeah, basically, we all have to do shitty things sometimes. Some people more than others. Some people more than others, but when you have a chance to do something else, you should take it then. And I think 9 out of 10 people will just remain in what they know and are too hesitant to go where they can't go, or they could go, I mean. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't have the perfect situation either, but for me the fun outweighs the bad things. I'm more focused on what I can achieve and on what I do with my time than what I could have done and should have done and whatever. I don't really give it too much thought what else I should do with my time, you know? Like, I didn't do nothing, ik maak daar rood, and that's fine, you know? I revisited what I did bad, and it's just a bad week, that's okay, you know? Next week I'll maybe have a green week again. It's not like it's all black and white, or you have everything fun and everything bad. It's never like that. But yeah, that's just my opinion. I think we all like to have problems and we all like to point at them problems, but few of us are actually looking at the things we do have going on for us in our lives, you know? I think we should all be more grateful for what we have. Myself included, of course. I am definitely not the all-saying messiah over here. Anyway, think it's time to get the gaming arc going. At least we have 5 viewers still, Mattel. We're getting more viewers the later it becomes. Not sure how that works, but maybe some bots coming in. Gaming arc, hell yeah. Let's get some Araxor spoiler. Spoiler. Alright. It was fun talking to you guys, you know. I think Zoe is already sleeping, so I shouldn't shout too much. But anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday or next Monday, we know. You never know with me, or on another day. There can always be this random bench post. Keep posted. Hey, snel nog die B-points checken. David. I'm just rambling shit over here, you know. Classic bench. Anyway, see you guys. See you guys in the next one. Hombres.